Hello friends, Christian here with Brick Life Crisis, and today we're taking a look at LEGO set number 70900, the Joker Balloon Escape. Let's get into it. And here we are, set number 70900. This is the Joker Balloon Escape. This set, as you can see, includes two minifigures and this little piece of terrain to play around on. Let's go ahead and break each of these pieces down individually, and then we'll see what we think of the set as a whole. So here's the Joker in his Balloon Escape pack, and let's take a closer look at his pack. We'll take the Joker out of the equation, and you can see he has these handles here that he can control it with, and those are made up just of the paint roller pieces. There are two of the classic Space Guy guns that are acting as thrusters, and we have flames coming out of those. Then the backpack itself is just kind of built up out of bricks and pieces. Satellite dish, small one down there at the bottom, another one back here on the back, and then we have these brick-built balloons and these straight white bar pieces to act as the balloon strings, but it works out pretty well. And then on the back of the Joker we have one of those dual stud backpack pieces in a clear configuration, and they just clip on like that, and then his hands can grasp onto those handles to fly around. Pretty cool. And here is the Joker. The Joker, I think, is my favorite villain from the Batman saga. From as a kid, when I would watch the old classic 60s TV series in reruns. I'm not quite that old. And then when I got older and started reading the comics, in fact, The Killing Joke, I think, is one of the best comics ever. Anyway, I digress. I think this print is really very good. I really like the purple vest, green tie, the lapels on his coat, and then the print continues down onto his waist and onto the legs of the figure as well. And then he has the coattails in cloth that drape down behind him. No print on the back of the torso, but he's got a nice face print with that menacing smile with the crazy teeth and green eyebrows. It's a kind of a wild green hairpiece, and he does have an alternate face where he's just kind of laughing maniacally. I think I prefer this face to the other, but both are pretty good. But this figure is really quite good, and for me, he was the entire reason for getting this set. And here's our Caped Crusader, Batman. He has a nice utility belt, and that is an accessory piece that clips on between the torso and the legs, and that is giving you pouches on the front and on the back. There is just some very subtle back prints in there, by the way. The cape, the cape is kind of that thin cloth material, so it can flip up and you don't have to worry about it wrinkling like the old paper capes. The front torso print is pretty good, very muscular with the classic Batman insignia there. His cowl is pretty good as well. The cowl can be removed, and he has what kind of looks like a headband there with the white. The white is the eyes when the cowl is on, and when the cowl is removed it just looks like he's wearing a headband. He's got kind of a scowl on his face there. We'll flip around. He has an alternate face with kind of a frown, and the headband is turned white, and that makes his eyes a bit more expressive when he has the cowl on. So Batman has this grappling hook gun that comes with the set, and this comes in a couple of pieces. There's this rope piece with a couple of different stud attachments, and then at the end is a clip that attaches to the hook. And so it doesn't actually shoot, it's not a stud shooter, but you can imagine that you can shoot it out, and then it can attach to either the Joker's jetpack thing or whatever else, the Joker himself, and then you can rope him in to apprehend the subject. Alright, and this is our main play area, and there's a lot going on here for such a small build. First of all, there's this time bomb here that is removable. If we take that off, so here's that time bomb. There's a clock and two bundles of dynamite and some, I don't know, nuclear or some sort of poisonous material here. There's some kind of, I guess, alarm ringers for the timer, which is kind of funny. And then you have red and green lights to show whether or not the bomb is armed or not. So that is kind of a cool but rather large build for a time bomb. On the terrain piece, we have this kind of nice brick-built computer with a simulated keyboard down there. That is a sticker on the screen. We have the railing here. There's some nice piping detail along with the wheel to turn things on and off. And then we have this rather large canister of flammable or explosive material. And when that bomb is detonated, there is an action feature built in with this little lever here. So you can imagine that the countdown clock is run down and then boom. Okay, so the original retail on this set, I believe, was about $15 here in the United States. And for 124 pieces, that's not too bad. It's maybe a little bit high, but there are some large pieces and some specialty pieces that make this set a little bit unique, and the minifigures are pretty good, as I said. However, I was able to pick this up on clearance at Walmart for $9, so at $9 I think it was well worth the price. At $15, it's not bad, but definitely if you can find it on clearance, that's the way to go. Alright, that about does it for this one. This has been Christian with Brick Life Crisis. We hope you enjoyed the video. If you did, please leave us a like. If you have any questions or comments, feel free to leave those below. And thanks so much for watching. Until next time, take care.